Okay.
And welcome back to Bros in a Landfill.
My locks are damp.
Thank you for that, Lunchbillion.
Very, very much appreciate that. You showered before recording today. Wouldn't want to smell
At
that
least
morning
one of
musk.
us has. Shit.
Yeah, wouldn't want to smell bad on our internet show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wouldn't
maybe
wanna
one
offend
day
them.
you'll be able to smell videos.
Imagine like if they can just like retroactively go back and make you be able to smell past videos.
Oh no, that's not okay.
I don't want that.
I'll have to take some videos down.
Yeah.
For the
Don't
sake
worry,
of
all
people.
of us will have to.
So how everybody doing?
What? That was really good for a second or third attempt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the
no,
hell?
you're-
We're having a good start.
Yeah, it must be a good day today. How's everybody doing?
Bad.
Oh, really? What's wrong?
Well, get good.
I've hit a wall on my, I'm still bashing my head against the wall on my, big, giant level jams project. It's nothing new. Oh, I
mean,
think
you're-
there's a bastard in my living room.
Is it a squirrel?
I
it
think
you?
it's a bee.
What is a bee doing in there? Get that fuck out of here!
We've established that Trybien does not like being stung.
Yes.
My can of bug spray is all the way in the other room.
Look, don't antagonize him. He's just having a gander.
I swear to God, like you say that, but like, there's just what if the bee just lands and starts crawling on Tar while he's trying to play?
That has yet to happen. Most of the time,
Look.
they just find an interest in my curtains and my window.
He has
I think
very
I've told the-
delightfully fruity interior design.
Well, I've told
My
the story about
curtains
the wasp,
are
but-
gray.
You know, well, like a
Well,
depressed
they-
fruit, I guess.
Well, this bee has really gone in and just like fucked up Tar's mojo. Going from like
I
a solid
can't-
second.
I'm very focused on it. It's very distracting. It's not even
You
moving.
just-
It's
Is
like
the
when you
crazy
can't
thing.
sleep because there are enemies nearby.
God, this bee is like literally your.
Exactly.
It's like this bee is literally your sleep paralysis demon right now.
But you know what else he is? Content.
True.
Yeah, I can't beat this stage too quickly.
Exactly.
I mean, that would just be boring, especially when there's an even harder stage afterwards.
That I forgot to grind for, but that's okay.
You'll be fine. You'll have a week to grind.
Exactly.
And hopefully there's no bee at that point when you're grinding.
Oh, first thing I'm doing as soon as this episode ends is spraying that motherfucker.
Oh, geez, his days are numbered.
Should have thought about that before being born as a bee.
Yeah, idiot.
That's what I'm saying. Oh wait, oh no, my can of bug spray is just on my windowsill, but it's still out of reach.
Is it by the bee?
Yes?
Man, that bee is playing smart. It knows that you have to go near it in order to get the bug spray.
Yeah, this isn't his first rodeo.
No, the bee is on the curtain right now, but the bug spray is on the windowsill.
Yeah, but like it's still by it, and like it's just biding its time. So like once you go over to grab your bug spray, it'll come and attack you.
Don't give it ideas.
This isn't
no,
the
it's
first
already-
Let's Play show
Oh,
this bee is
it's gone.
interrupted.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh,
It's flying
thank
around.
goodness.
It's flying around everywhere. It is going
Okay.
crazy with it.
That's actually
It
quite
hurt-
alarming.
Yeah, but it learned that I was onto its plan, and now it's.
I lost it. I don't know where it is.
Oh, shit.
You don't feel a crawling
could be
sensation on the
anywhere.
back of your neck now, do you?
Nope.
Cool.
I have hair to protect me.
Oh yes. Have you joined the lunch guild of excessively luscious locks?
Yeah, it just struck me that I haven't seen Tar's physical form in many, many moons. His hair could be any shape.
My hair is shoulder length.
Whoa, that is much longer than
Here
I
we
last
go,
remember.
here we go.
Wow.
This is the way.
He truly has become a monkey monk.
Now it's up to you, Trybien.
Yeah,
I've always
Be
thought I looked
consumed
better
and
with long hair.
assimilated.
Yeah, look, I don't think Helen's gonna let me get hair
too.
down to my shoulders. And honestly, I don't think I'd look good with it either.
I think you could rock it. I think you'd look like some kind of surfer, like
Damn it!
some guy who like knows about chakras. Like,
Yeah, sure.
I think you could pull it off.
I think that's already Tar's shtick though.
Wait, what do I know about?
Monkey chakras.
I did not
I
say
have
monkey
no
chakras.
clue about. Oh, I have no clue about chakras.
Well,
Sorry
just
to
make
burst
something
your
up and
bubble.
just see if you can convince us. Just try and make something up about chakras. Truly
My
a
chakras
wise
were out
sage.
of balance.
Just like your monkey
Very-
ball.
Difficult to center your chakras when you are not centered on the physical plane.
Oh, that sounded kind of legit, actually.
Damn.
You gotta
You need
stop,
to make sure
know.
you're standing on your own 2 feet to balance your chakras as well. They're very linked.
Damn.
See, like you just needed like a second or two, and like I'm
Yeah.
already like spending like $500 to come to your weird show with like bad graphic design.
Yeah, this
That
feels like
with all
one of
the
the
other old women.
This feels like one of those vaguely informative YouTube shorts that's been like kind of like copied from another video and then like has a random like car video game running behind it.
That's pretty specific. I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say like this is gonna be some kind of like here's how to manifest being a millionaire kind of thing.
Look, I've like ever since YouTube removed like the like they force you to have history on to look at YouTube
Yeah.
recommendations now. Ever since I've changed that, like it's on one hand it stopped me doom scrolling YouTube recommendations. On the other hand, it's caused me to start doom scrolling YouTube Shorts. And
Oh yeah.
can I just say that is like
you
just
can never
the
escape.
absolute like abyss
That sounds
of content.
atrocious.
Yes, it absolutely is. Like once in a while, there'll be some like decent-ish content on there, but it literally is all just the same garbage. Like on one hand, you'll have ones that are just like, oh, this is like an advertisement for like a longer video, which I can respect. Throw it on the YouTube short scene. Vast majority
Yeah,
of
that's the most of what the shorts I see. Just like, hey, here's a clip from a
yeah,
here's
but
a clip from a previous video on this channel. Check it out, please.
do you have your YouTube?
All right, Tilty boys.
Do you have your YouTube history
Oh.
on?
Oh, dude, he's doing it.
All
Whoa.
right,
All right,
triangles.
we're up to the triangles. We're up to the triangles. Oh my god. Dude, the chakras were balanced. That's-
What was that about beating the stage too quickly?
oh my goodness.
All
oh my
right.
goodness.
Here we go. How does this make you feel?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I just
Oh
peeked the
yeah,
hell out of
this
my mic.
stage. This stage has it all. Has inconsistent clips, wall sidling. It has this fucking thing.
That looks normal to me. Yeah, onto YouTube Shorts. The vast majority of ones I get are somebody else talking over somebody else's video, explaining what's happening in the video. It's
That
like,
sounds terrible.
oh no, it absolutely is. It's like this is a video of some person doing a thing, but this person also has like this disability thing, so then it's pretty cool that they're doing this thing.
It's like, what are you here for? There was a video.
Or like it's just someone else playing a clip of somebody else's video with like a video game like Minecraft or fucking
Subway Surfers.
So there's like this like RC car racing sort of game thing
Okay.
that is like the vast majority of ones that show up in mine. But like since I got YouTube search history off, like it doesn't save like any of like my searches. Obviously, I mean that's technically what happens. But like so like it's none of its filtered recommendations like based off my subscriptions or anything. It's just like the out of the box like generic what's popular shorts.
Interesting.
And
because
it's-
mine are pretty like specialized.
Yeah, so they're not specialized at all. Just so
Oh shit. All right. I forgot there's one more.
What is even happening here?
Please. Okay.
like occasionally
fuck
occasionally I'll get a cute animal one, which is like okay, or occasionally there'll be like a cool fact one. I'll be like, okay, that's okay. I occasionally get like some skit content, but like all YouTube short skit content's usually pretty abysmal, or like just cut from like a longer video.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, shorts
I should
in general
probably
is
not
kind of
rush
like,
all. I should probably not rush those all at once. I do get a 96-second timer on this one.
yeah, we gotta learn the battlefield. Yeah, we gotta learn what's going on.
But can I say my number one like most biggest pet peeve YouTube short content there is?
Sure, go off, sis.
It's the Mr. Beast style charity videos where it's like where it's just like it's just people going around like being like, oh, I'm giving this person like $100, or oh, if you do this thing I'll give you this amount of money. Which like it's frustrating because it's like you think watching this like the first time it was like, oh, they're doing it to make themselves look good, but you know they're doing it because it gets them views. And it's like the most bottom of the barrel shallow content, but it makes you feel guilty thinking about that because someone's day was made, assuming that it was all real.
Right, so you're on the side of the like doing charitable things for clout is crass.
Well, it's not
that's your kind of.
It's a certain type of crass because like if it was like pure narcissism of a person being like
I'm actually doing better when I'm bull rushing this, and that's kind of sad. I think
it's like. If it was like pure narcissism of like, oh, it's someone that's trying to make themselves look good, I think it's easy to just like mentally disengage from that. But when it's when it's like the Mr. Beast-esque content where it's like, you know, they're doing it for the content. It's like it creates like at least in my mind it creates like this dual thing of like, I should feel happy for the person getting the money, but like I'm feeling super I'm too overly conscious of the cynicism of the content.
I feel like,
but it's
is this just like one video per person? Because if you're doing charity to raise more money to do more charity, that's fine.
Well, I think that's one thing I like about, at least I can tolerate with Mr. Beast, with that content, is that it really is just a content cycle for him. He puts a lot of the money he gets back from the show right back into like the video.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why it's okay what he does.
Yeah. So, but like, there's a lot like with the popularity of the content, there are very much a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm just going to do the same thing. But
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a fine line between
or it's
a self-sustaining system of giving and like using people as a prop to look good.
Or not even just like not even or things like not even to the scale of what Mr. Beast does, like because Mr. Beast
exactly.
He basically just gives away all his money content, which is like, you know what?
No,
that's
exactly what he does.
So it's like if you're watching,
that's exactly what he wants to do.
Exactly, and he like that's like something like I'm like super cool with. It's like, and the people watching the video are that money. Like if you watch a Mr. Beast video, you know that money is going to whoever he's going to be doing the charity for.
Whoa!
Next.
I saved that. Hold on. Second chance at life. Nope.
Yeah, that is rough. I don't. With like all these other ones,
which is funny because that gap is actually smaller than the other ones, I think.
But like with all these other ones, it's like you watch a video, like they give like $100 to somebody, or they give like a few $1,000s. You know they've made way more money off that, like video or TikTok.
I guess though it's like, okay, maybe that's kind of cynical, but like, I mean, isn't that kind of a win-win? I mean, like, would you rather that guy not get $1,000?
I think that kind of goes back into like some like more deeper ethical conversations in terms of charity for gains, because like this is actually something like I've thought about, like I don't know how it works in other countries, but like in the US it's like if you donate to certain to registered charities, you can put that on your taxes. And,
hold on, wall sidling time.
Nice.
Nope.
It's like you can put that on your
those are right angle wall sidling turns.
Man, go fuck yourself, I guess.
It's like
I actually shouldn't have died there. That's one of the simplest parts of this entire stage.
You got you were like just surprised you got there, so personal best. But
I'll take it.
It's like in the US, it's like you're like in the US you
okay, there we go.
There are tax incentives to do charity. So if you donate to charity, you can get tax write-offs for that.
And then there's dips.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then the wall suddenly ends, so you don't have to So you have to force yourself to not overcorrect?
That's nuts. But like,
Super Monkey Ball Philanthropy.
woo! And to an extent, like I think pragmatically it's a good.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Pragmatically it's a good system because you want to encourage people to donate, even if that means that like they're not like. It's basically they get to choose where their money's going to instead of like paying extra money to the government for taxes. Like I get that. But there's always been something that like kind of like sat wrong with me
There we go.
in terms of some like meta ethics of it being, well then, what was the if the purpose was like, my brain's like donation.
I'm so scared of that wall ending.
My brain's like donation should be a purely selfish, like a selfless thing. Like the good you get out, like
Donations should be selfish. Trybien 2023.
yeah, the primary receiving end you get from donation should be that good feeling that you've done something good. If you're doing donation for tax write-off purposes, like I'm not really seeing that as like the same sort of moral weight because you're really just putting money elsewhere, rather like choosing where the money
Could be 50-50.
What do you mean by could be 50-50?
Could be half doing it for the self-righteous feeling and half doing it for, well, not self-righteous.
No, so
I mean, kind of self-righteous, but
I don't mean to make it sound like there's like a wrong here. It's just, I guess it's closer to like an ick feeling than it is a, like.
I mean, you could make the argument that like, okay, doing that for tax write-offs is silly because like, the taxes should just be taxes, and then we vote the people in charge who are going to spend our taxpayer money on the best causes. But I guess, you know, that's a bit idealistic.
I mean, like, and even for like a system like the U.S., which is very like heavily individualistic, like
and that's why I'm afraid of that.
yeah, like it wouldn't make sense to have that sort of system because Americans would fundamentally want to be able to choose where their money goes to and not do like mass voting for it.
Come on, turn around.
Like that's more of like a community sort of like more of a community-led ideology rather than like an individualistic-led ideology in terms of politics, which probably work in other countries, but I'd see struggling in the U.S. Either way,
it's just interesting because it's like that's kind of like the entire point of taxes. Anyway, go on.
Oh no! Why do you think Americans hate taxes?
That's true. That's what that little snake guy's about, right?
Yeah, I think maybe. Don't try it on my bank account.
Yeah, don't walk on the snakes.
Yeah, they might bite. But so
yeah, me and the boys out here slithering. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, so like it gets weird. Like I definitely fully admit this is closer to an ick feeling. Like it's people donate no matter what. Like the end result is that people were donated to, which is a good thing. I've got this ick feeling about people.
But you're allowed to get the ick from it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I get this ick feeling about people doing it purely for self-gain. It's like,
I think it makes sense that we have a natural internal like warning sign and ick feeling about people who are being nice, like seemingly for appearances. Because
not like
we
that
don't...
motorcycle.
Yeah, fuck that motorcycle. But like we want to be friends and partners with people who are not secretly using us.
Yeah, well, I think the other part of that too is like as a self-defense sort of mechanism, it's like
all right.
Like someone who would take advantage of somebody else's misfortune, even if that taking advantage of is making them better, that sort of like could also like imply like, well, if their intentions weren't quote unquote noble in that sense, what would that mean? Like, what could they do in another situation? It's like, if that.
Damn it!
Oh damn!
Like
right, the opportunity.
We got a swinging scythe platform right there. It'll cut our heads off.
Man, I was not prepared to go into a philosophical conversation about
it's bros in a landfill late game Super Monkey Ball. Why not?
Look, I just wanted
let's get ethical, baby.
Look, I just wanted to bitch about YouTube Shorts being my
yeah, that's right. I forgot that's how we got here.
That's right. That is where this started. Sorry, this is just usual bros in a landfill fare, which is probably not the best marketing for us, but
No, but this is the good stuff. This is the engaging stuff that challenges the
What?
audience.
Nope. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to take off my monocle before hitting record. This is my fault.
What? Okay. Believe it or not, I actually am having a good time with this stage.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're contending with it.
Look,
you know.
Tar. If,
Kinda.
Look, Tar. If I can beat the Mewtwo raid in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can beat this stage.
Mewtwo is in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah, you don't know
Mewtwo.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't know about the Mewtwo raid in Scarlet and Violet and like how notoriously awful it is?
No, I don't know anything about Pokemon, man.
Okay, so listen up, fam. So Pokemon.
All right.
So Pokemon.
All right, sis.
Okay, sis. So starting with Pokemon like Sword and Shield, they've introduced like multiplayer raid battles. That's carried over into Scarlet and Violet. I never played Sword and Shield. I don't know. All I know is that there's like giant kaiju Pokemon that looks kind of cool, but I skipped that generation because I just do that sometimes. Anyways,
Some of the kaiju designs went off.
yeah, it did.
Like one of the kaiju designs went off, and it was the ladybug for some reason.
Damn. But so Scarlet and Violet's answer to that is this thing called terrestrialization. So instead of Pokemon getting big, they get like these crystal shells that change.
Help!
You got this.
No, you're good.
They get these crystal shells that give them buffs and potentially change their type. So the when it was like first announced that the gimmick was like, well, like they announced it as like, oh, Pikachu can become a flying type. And then like, but
wow,
it's basically like any Pokemon can become any type. They have like one, like they'll be locked to one when you get them, but you can change that through items and whatnot. Regardless, basically any Pokemon can become another Pokemon type. And this kind of goes into the raids. So you'll have like some high-level Pokemon that are either the same type but like super buff because it's the same type, or they'll have alternate types, and those alternate types cover their weaknesses, which can make it really hard to beat. So
that's interesting, actually.
Yeah. So one of the previous raids was Charizard, but with a dragon type, a Terra type. So it actually became Dragon type.
Isn't he normally a dragon?
No, he's fire flying.
Nope. Oh, I guess that makes fire flying. That's basically a dragon already.
Yeah. So it makes it the way it ended up making that difficult was that like Charizard having mostly like fire and flying attacks. Severely limited severely limited your options of Pokemon that were going to be that weren't going to be
effective again.
Well, so more like this.
Yeah,
so like you had to bring,
because like what beats Dragon is ice.
Yeah, so yeah, ice.
But it's Charizard, so he's going to have a lot of fire moves.
Precisely. I think Fairy like that was one of those raids you had to bring a Fairy type because Fairy's strong against Dragon, and there was and most of that was just bring a really busted Sylveon and Hyper Cannon that, which is good shit. But either way, the current raid right now is Mewtwo, and he's a fucking nightmare. So one of the mechanics in these
what type does he turn into?
Psychic. So he has all the psychic attacks boosted.
Oh, okay. He just stays psychic.
So that's one of those things
he
like
just gets fuck you stab on.
Yeah, so like if you terrestrialize into the same type, the stats get buffed or something like that, or like the attack damage gets put out higher.
The attack damage of whatever type you turn into always gets boosted. But if you have same type attack bonus on it already, it just gets more of that.
Yeah, basically.
So does Mewtwo look different? Like, does he have crystals and a six-pack?
Yeah, well, he's got like a crystal shell on him and the terrestrialized.
Yeah, they get a headpiece.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
There's a type-specific headpiece.
Yeah. So one of the mechanics in the raid battles is that they like after like about halfway down HP, it varies. The Pokemon get a shield that gets put up, which they get like status nullifying effects and a very much incredibly increased defense that can only really be countered by doing type weakness terrestrialization of yourself. So and in this case, when Mewtwo has a shield up, you want to have a type that's strong against Psychic, which is like Dark and Bug.
And Ghost.
Ghost
also works.
But you don't want to use Ghost because Ghost is also weak to Psychic.
No, it isn't.
I'm pretty... Oh, whatever.
No, it's neutral.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
True. Or was it... Dark that was weak to Psychic still.
No,
Okay.
Dark is immune to Psychic. You're thinking of Poison.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Poison is weak to Psychic.
So,
I
For
can't believe
some
the guy
reason.
named after a Pokemon is actually a Pokemon master.
yeah.
I was like, how does Tar know so much
This
about Pokemon?
guy
Wait,
knows basic
Wait.
Pokemon type matchups. He's an expert.
True.
You're an expert to me.
So, anyway.
Whoa, that worked.
So
This guy
Yeah,
knows
that
about
did, though.
bugs.
So basically, like when he has the shield up, you basically want to Terastallize into a Dark, a Ghost, or a Bug type. Presuming Tar is remembering correctly, they didn't change the rules since he's played. But what's different with Mewtwo, the Mewtwo raid compared to other raids, is he throws that shield up at the start of the battle. So you're essentially unable to do any damage to him at first, but you also have to get his shield down to start doing damage against him. Which basically means you have to spend at least three turns building up your Terra Orb, which is the item that you use to Terastallize your own Pokemon, then Terastallize it to one of those types. But you also have to use those turns to buff your own Pokemon up, while not dying at the same time.
And so what? This is a multiplayer.
Yes, it's a multiplayer raid. So you can
So
play
you have to coordinate with other people.
Yeah, so you can play it single player. There'd be like randos that pop up, but the Pokemon are randomized. So there's no guarantee that you'll have good type matches or any that actually play support or whatever. You can play random with people online, but them knowing what to do is always a toss-up. 99% of the time, they won't know what to do. Especially on a hard one like this, where you can't just bring in like one busted Pokemon to one-shot it. So, I mean, I was lucky enough to have like online friends that we could coordinate with. But I just want to give you an idea of how like absurdly difficult this challenge is. Do you want to know what the recommended strat is?
Sure.
4 Mews, 3 of which have Bug Terra typing, and then those 3 fully buff out their attack and then leech life over and over and over again.
That's really stupid.
And then the 4th Mew is supposed to play support, doing light shield and whatever like the do healing attack is.
It's crazy that like, I mean, Pokemon is largely a game for the masses and for the children, and so like, it seems like the main campaigns of these games are not that hard, but then like the bonus content is like, you better be willing to fucking cry blood if you want to fight this thing.
And to make matters worse, that Mew you need came from a special event download. So if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. And the Terra typings you got from it were randomized. So when I got my Mew, I got a fire type Mew. Now, thankfully, there's a mechanic that lets you change the Terra type, but you still have to grind for those items, doing raids like of the type you want to change it to. So like I just spent like yesterday and today like grinding bug raids, which were it was not easy because I didn't have a lot of Pokemon that were good against bug types, at least in terms of like the raids.
You had a fire type Mew.
Look, like that Mew was not built for raids at that point. And even it being fire, so okay.
He was just the baby.
So it's only fire type when it's terrestrialized. So that means I was going up against a bug type Pokemon with a psychic Pokemon until it could terrestrialize.
That's fair. That's fair, actually.
Yeah, just I did most of the grinding with a friend, and like we struggled a bit to like find a strategy that worked, but
What?
like.
I love inconsistent clips. I love inconsistent clips.
But like just yeah, like but the fact of the matter is like we were facing level 75 raid Pokemon duoed in raid battles, and we were losing with our level 100 max stat Pokemon. Like that's how bonkers some of these raids can get if you're like not like min-max strategy prepared.
Well, you know,
What?
whoever
Okay.
said
All right.
Pokemon is not a
Lived it.
hardcore game has never come close to defeating these fucking monsters.
The Pokemon raids are funny because like it's hardcore in the sense where it doesn't feel like it was play tested at all. Like it doesn't feel like, oh yes, this was like a meticulously planned challenge to test the best players in the world. It feels like they just tossed a bunch of stats and attack on a Pokemon, trusting that the players would find a way to beat it.
Right.
It's like, oh, we'll just release a Mew. The Mew should be good enough, I guess, to beat it, maybe.
The community is big enough and insane enough that they'll like turn this into a solvable challenge.
Yeah. Like no joke, but because like for that bug, like for the bug challenge, like the bug typing to work and for that leech life to work, I had to build my Mew as a Fizz strength, like a Fizz attack Mew.
Well, I mean, Mew has a perfectly spread stat line, so you can spec it however you want.
That's
and
true.
it'll
I mean,
work.
that's true, but just like it being a base psychic type, you would sort of expect it to mostly be special attacks. But like, no, I got that like up, I think, to 326 physical attack before that raid boss, and it was still sweaty.
Damn, this baby's been lifting weights.
True. Gosh, I didn't even have any.
Mew's been in the gym.
I couldn't even like fully hyper train it because I didn't have all the items needed for it, and I wasn't gonna try to grind for them because it's inconsistent at best.
I didn't mean a Pokemon gym.
Just
I
like
mean an
these
actual
clips.
gym.
Yeah, man, Pokemon crazy, man. We've hit about the 30-minute mark. I think we've.
Yeah, I think as soon as we hit 200, that's when this episode ends. And that's
This
when the
concludes-
motherfucker dies.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Unless, of course, I somehow beat this stage.
I believe in.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but I'm not counting on it because that
How you
one.
Yeah.
You've been making decent gains.
Can I ask you a question? How do you pronounce the name of the stage?
I say Psych Nike. Or just the Ike stage.
What about Psyche Nike?
Nah.
Psyche Nike knee?
Psyche Nike.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Psyche Nike Chan.
That there's no way that means fucking anything. That is not translatable.
All right, here we are.
Okay.
Nope.
What the fuck? All right, so we've exhausted our first two topics, that being the ethics of philanthropy and Pokemon Big Boss.
Yes. Sounds about right. I mean, really, I don't think we have anywhere else to go here.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked. That's everything that can be talked about.
Yep.
That's the extent of our powers.
The only thing you have left to listen to is Squares by The Walker and Mimi having a panic attack.
Well, that's just every episode.
As she always does.
That's just every episode of Bros in a Landfill.
This is like the end of, like, after the credits of Ferris Bueller's Day
What?
Off,
Is that
where
thing-
he
is that
comes
thing
out. It's like, what are
moving?
you still doing here?
Gosh. Man.
What was that? I didn't hear
Me
that.
neither.
Okay.
At least.
Goodbye.
Bye. And this has been Bros in a Landfill?
There's still lots of great scanning content in this episode.
Yeah, true.
No! Okay, yeah, fine. We'll end it at 190. This has been Bros in the Landfill. Bye!
Setting up.
Super Monkey Ball launch!